Today's the second day in Edinburgh. It's about to start raining, so it's not a great start. But I'm walking south of Arthur's Seat and going to Duddingston to see the old Kirk there, to break that habit of calling them parish churches. But yeah, it's going to be good. It's got a watchtower in the churchyard, a rare set of jougs for punishment set to the boundary wall. One of the oldest churches in Scotland as well, so it'll be quite a good walk. Nice old pub, and it is an old pub, but in the Penguin Buildings of Scotland, so it's like the Pevsner, but it's not Pevsner. It's quite a recent book, but the Edinburgh one, it says that it's an 18th century inn, but with an Edwardian first floor. And I remember my mate yesterday told me that there was, if I came here, he said out the back there's like a bowling alley out the back, and in the sort of Pevsner, not Pevsner, it says that there is a skittle alley out the back, but it just seems to be a car park, so it must be on the other side of there, because that's the back of the pub. So these are the jougs, the punishment on the boundary wall, at a bit of an awkward height, which I guess is intentional, so that you're neither standing nor crouching, so whilst you're there serving your punishment, you are in a very uncomfortable position, right outside the gates to the church. One thing I like most about this church, and that I was most excited to see, is its fantastic red and pink sandstones. And that is best seen, I think, in the chancel at the east end, which is one of the older parts of the building, I believe. But if you just look here, they're so colourful. They're quite coarse-grained, so they're weathering a bit, but absolutely beautiful. So the Kirkyard overlooks the Duddingston Loch, which is a wildlife area now, and I had a little wander down there, and it's really, really beautiful down there. It's the whole area, the whole sort of Holyrood Park is a designated site of scientific interest and a scheduled monument. It must be a huge scheduled monument, because the entire sort of plot is around Arthur's Seat, which I learned today is the remains of a erupted volcano. I did not know that, but according to the Historic Scotland Board down in the Nature Reserve, that is what it says. Who knew that this was here, sort of so close to Edinburgh, that you feel quite remote, but then when you sort of head east, you very quickly come into some areas which are quite not quite so pleasant. But yeah, it's really, really lovely here. Gotta love a Scottish churchyard. I always say that. Actually, I've never said that in my life, but I will start saying it from now on. The church around this side has had some, this is its north side, so it's got a bit of a modern extension there. It's closed, unfortunately, that being Scottish. The Church of Scotland don't tend to open their churches too often. But yeah, it's great. So now I'm going to walk back through Holyrood Park and go around Arthur's Seat maybe, but I'm going to go back into the city centre. So having left Duddington, I'm now ascending Holyrood Park, hopefully going to cut across it in some way and then go back at the sort of Holyrood end of the Royal Mile. But I just wanted to show you this. This is what I was referring to earlier when I said the Pevsner, not Pevsner. It's the Buildings of Scotland Edinburgh edition, same format as the Buildings of England series. But in Duddington's section here, if I can get to it, one excellent quote, which I think sums up my experience, was some decent Georgian villas, plenty of trees, and excellent rubble walls. Very true. Oh, there's one. Not the best example, but plenty of really brilliant walls in the village. So anyway, let's keep going up and over and into Edinburgh. So what I'm doing now is coming up here across Holyrood Park. I'm currently just at this lake here, which is a sort of kidney-shaped lake, and then coming around the top and then rejoining the city around here near the Scottish Parliament building.